Hey guys, Sean C. Phillips here now live on my YouTube channel. I had this plugged in, so I think it's better when I have this unplugged for the audio because like I sometimes was wearing these last time and you kind of heard it. Sometimes I don't know. I think it's like be better with the built-in audio on here. But anyway, though, guys, I just got back from my the 10-mile walk that I'm doing. I do that 3 times a week, so I'm back now. I always do them when the live shows when I get back. That's why it's always kind of late. I think I'm going to go live as well, though, on Sunday. Probably a little earlier than this. Probably more like if I get back early enough by like a little after 11, 11:30, something like that. But I'll be on tonight though, this morning though, for probably like an hour and 10 minutes or so till about like 1:30 my time, because it's about 12:20 right now here. But we'll go through all the questions and everything. And any of you guys who come on the stream later, check out the link below though. I talked about it on like Facebook and Instagram. There's a brand new project that I just got cast in, an upcoming horror movie called Axe to Grind. And the movie stars Scream Queen Debbie Rochon, as well as Stormy Daniels is in the film, and it's like this horror slasher film. And they have like a Indiegogo they just put up. So check out the link, guys, because like with the way Indiegogo works, you want to get like a lot of people, checking it out in the very beginning to help it go trending and all that kind of stuff. But they have a bunch of perks on there, so you guys could like pre-order a signed DVD of the movie already, or pre-order a signed Blu-ray copy and that kind of stuff. So definitely check out the link after this stream or whenever you guys get a chance. So we'll start going through the questions and everything on here. How can people dislike this before it even started? Just the haters. No, I know. Yeah, some people like I noticed like on like the DVD Tuesday videos and stuff like that. Like when it gets like thumbs down, a lot of them come in the first like hour or two. Like when the big people who thumbs down. So some people do it like the second it comes up. I know that's just some people do that. Um, let's see, thoughts on the new trailer for Bill and Ted 3. I thought it looks great. Like I really, it has the same vibe to it. It definitely has, to me, the vibe more so of Bogus Journey than Excellent Venture. It kind of seems a little bit, it has that kind of feel to it to me a little bit more, but I definitely cannot wait to see it. Like that's one of those ones, like out of everything, the most anticipated movie to me. Like I was waiting for Bill and Ted 3 since I saw the first, but I mean, since I saw Bogus Journey in theaters as a little kid. Like I remember that so well, seeing that. I remember when because like how much I loved the first movie, and I think I saw it right around the time when the second one was like going to come out, like not that long after. So I remember it was like I was lucky enough I saw it, and then the second one was coming out so soon. But I remember it as a kid at camp. I was like really obsessed with Bogus Journey, and I used to like think I was a robot. So I was always always like pretend like I could take my face off and doing all sorts of weird things and everything. But no, I always loved the Bill and Ted. And I even watched too the live action show that only lasted for like 6 or 7 episodes. And I remember as a kid, I was like, I didn't like it because it was like, you think of Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter as Bill and Ted, not these kind of imitation versions of them. They were okay, but it was just weird. Let's see. Uh, hey, buddy. Is Spies in Disguise coming to Disney Plus? I don't know. I know that's was made with Fox, but Fox is now Disney, so I'm sure it will down the line. How long do you walk for? Well, usually, like it takes us like I don't know, 3.5, 4 hours. So it's a long time. We're out like by the end of it, like the last like 30 minutes, we're always like, oh, because like I try and do similar to what I was doing at the gym. And see, on the gym, I was doing the treadmill, and I would do the treadmill for basically 2 full hours. And then within that 2 full hours, I would get like over close to 10 miles or something like that. But I use like the really high incline and all that kind of stuff. So I do what I do, like it takes me longer to try and get the same amount that I did then, you know what I mean, to try and be as close to it as I can. And I know in some areas gyms are open, but like in my area they aren't. And I've read too all these things like the worst place to go they say is the gyms. So I personally worry about it. Like I'm sure down the line at some point I will. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know when though. Will we see return of the family style movie reviews? I don't know because I mean like those only really worked to the family style ones when it was like stuff that we watched together. Do you know what I mean? Like it was movies that we all saw in theaters together, or something that we watched like on demand or something like that, or you know what I mean, or something like that. So maybe at some point, But you know, like as of now, though, I don't particularly see the theaters coming back for a while. I know they keep on trying to, but everything keeps on changing with the dates, and they keep canceling things and all that. And they even made a joke about it for the New Mutants. They kept on like crossing out the dates, and then they said coming all this August, hopefully. You know what I mean? It's like I doubt it. It seems like with New Mutants, though, it's like to me, it's just like just put it on Disney Plus and put it on Blu-ray. Because I mean, I know I would just buy it just because I've been wanting to see it forever, and I think most people would probably just get it. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of gotten like for the amount of years it has been done, it's just crazy to think how long it's been made and just kind of sitting around. What time do you usually sleep? Um, not like regular hours. I have really strange hours, and like a lot of I do so much stuff like in the middle of the night, like all the movie reviews that you guys see, like the DVD reviews and all that stuff for the Tuesdays. I usually film those at like 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. So I go to sleep at like really late a lot of times, like 6 a.m., 7 a.m., like really, really weird, like crazy schedules. But I've always kind of had kind of weird schedules. Even when I worked at a movie theater, had really weird schedules, and I still managed to to do it and to get up and everything. But it was definitely some strange schedules. And I see a $2 super chat from Gary Rangel. Thanks so much, Gary Rangel, for your $2 super chat donation to the channel. And like I said, guys, always appreciate super chats. So thanks so much. They're a big help to the channel and the video. So appreciate them very much. And he says, "Do you like Terrifier? And are you excited for part two?" No, I saw the trailer. The trailer is up for Terrifier 2. I thought it looks really great. Like, um, and I really like the first one a lot. So I definitely cannot wait to see this one for sure, though. Um, and like I said, thanks so much, Gary, for the super chat donation. How much donation for you to take your shirt off? I don't know. Take my shirt off? I don't know. Scream Factory didn't announce their San Diego Comic Con release. I think they're going to. I think they usually do that on Fridays, maybe. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I think they do them Friday, so they might be tomorrow that they're going to be announcing them. What's your opinions on the new Mummy with Tom Cruise? I kind of liked it. I mean, I know it wasn't. I like Sophie Botella who played the Mummy, but I mean, I liked it for the most part. I thought it was fun. Let's see here. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but I still did like it. Let's see. It's 3:20 a.m. here in New York. How you doing? I'm doing good, Connor. And I see a $2 super chat here from Matthew Rodriguez. Just want to say I'm a backer on Axe to Grind too. Well, thanks so much, Matthew Rodriguez, for your $2 super chat. Like I said, I really appreciate that so much. And thanks so much for becoming a backer on Axe to Grind too. Like I really appreciate that. And like I was saying with the Axe to Grind thing, if Indiegogo, if you guys haven't seen it yet, definitely check out the link below. It's a new upcoming horror film I'll be acting in. I think it's going to be filming in December, from what what I've been told. And it stars Debbie Rochon and Stormy Daniels. So I really can't wait to do this one. And they have a bunch of stuff on there so you guys can pre-order a copy of it on DVD or Blu-ray, and it's a signed copy. And if you guys want it like signed by me, I'm sure I can sign it too if you specify that to them and stuff like that. And I also see a $5 super chat here from As Told by Gonzo. Hello, Sean, longtime fan. Hope you are well. Any advice for indie filmmakers that are jumping into indie horror? Well, I mean, like, when it comes to doing it, I think it's all kind of about nowadays kind of the equipment is a lot easier to get now, you know what I mean, because you can get like really good like 4K cameras for not too expensive, and a lot of times you can find people that have equipment as well, like sound people and everything like that, kind of put together the group. But it's all kind of about finding a group of people that you can work well with, and people who are interested in filmmaking as well. And that's what I find with a lot of people that I work with. They kind of is all about finding a group of people and people that have the similar interests and that kind of stuff. But I would just say to go out there and nowadays it's so easy to make Indiegogos and that kind of stuff. And, you can get your family to back the projects and friends and stuff like that. And I think it's a lot easier now. And there's so many different outlets for getting your movies seen with streaming stuff and burn on demand releases. You can sell them yourself. So there's so many different ways. And places like Walmart, I feel like really keep indie films alive because they carry so much indie stuff. Let's see here. Um, how'd you get Have you gotten any criterions from the Criterion sale? No, I looked for the Bamboozled one, but I couldn't find that one. But that was the one of the ones that I really wanted to find, and I had no luck with that. Even though when I checked online, I did like the store locator, and it said available in store, and then it wasn't. Um, let's see. Do you think lost films with a plot like London After Midnight should be made today? Lost films with a plot? I don't know that. London After Midnight. I don't know that movie. Um, would you rather know how you die or when you die? I don't think I'd want to know any of them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I'd want to know how or when. You know what I mean? I guess, like, maybe if you knew how, if it was like something like a heart attack or something, maybe you could try and like prevent it if you like found out, like, oh, you're going to get diabetes or, something like that, like something that was preventable, maybe that way. But I wouldn't want to know when because I feel like if you knew the date you were going to die, you'd either be thinking about it all the time and be going, okay, I got this many days left. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you'd want to know that. Hey, Sean, what's your thoughts on Tom Savini's upcoming remake of Nightmare City starring the never-ending story's Noah Hathaway? I don't know if they're making that movie or not anymore. I know they've been talking about it, but I haven't heard anything new about that. Noah Hathaway is cool, though. I met him years and years ago on a movie called, I think it's called Blue Dream, is what they ended up calling it. But he was a cool guy. I was there with him for like a couple different days. Best quote from a horror movie ever made? I don't know, like best quote. I always think of the one in The Intruder. I just love this job. Like that one. Did Wentworth One copy your Blockbuster video? No, I didn't. I never went to the Blockbuster the video. Did you know that Cars had an extremely rare VHS that only Avalon's Disney Movie Club? No, Avion's Disney Movie Club. I didn't know about that. That they made like a limited edition VHS of Cars. That's cool. I didn't know about that. Did you get 13 Ghosts from Scream Factory? Yeah, I have a review of that up. I think like a week or two back, I put a review of that one. Why do you take yourself going to drive-throughs before you go home and do the reviews? Well, I didn't. I only did that like for a little bit, just to kind of like shake up the videos. But then I stopped doing it, and everyone in the comments were saying that they wanted the drive-throughs. So that was why, I do them now. Is because people seem to like them. It was sort of the same way I kept on doing the Barbies thing. If you watch the old Tuesday videos, I did all that stuff. So that I did like Barbies and all that stuff, and that was just because people kind of like me doing them. I see Movie Buff One on here. Hey Sean, did you see my new vlog on the set of Camp Murder? I know, Kyle. I'm gonna watch that tonight, later this evening. And Kyle also said, Movie Buff One also said, also look forward to working with you on Alien Vampire Busters. Oh yeah, that's a new movie that me and Rob, the guy that we went to a family video with. If you guys saw the vlog, Rob, we're working on putting together this pretty cool movie. Um, we just have to kind of wait till Connecticut lets you fly into it again, because like the certain states you have to quarantine in it. That's like Connecticut's one of the few ones that does that. Have you seen the Japanese horror Jure, The Uncanny, and Alive? I've never seen either of those ones. Thoughts on Monkey Bone? Yeah, the Brendan Fraser movie. I like that movie. That movie I know had like mixed opinions and everything. I will mention too. I'm not going to review it yet because it's a little early. It doesn't come out till the end of like the middle of next month. But I watched Ruben and Ed because Ruben and Ed's coming to Blu-ray in August, and I got an early copy of it. And that movie's amazing. I'm glad I finally got to see that film. And that movie, if you guys have never seen Ruben and Ed, that is a must-watch movie. And I see a $5 super chat here from Silhouetted Animator. Thanks so much, Silhouetted Animator, for your $5 super chat. And like I said, guys, thanks again for the super chat donations to the channel. I really appreciate it, and a big help to the channel and the video. So thanks again. And they said, "Are you hopeful Scream Factory will find the lost footage for Event Horizon?" Yeah, I know. Scream Factory is trying to find, because there was like a longer cut of Event Horizon that was much gorier and had a lot of stuff that got cut out. And if you guys didn't know, and it was never released, and this footage was never seen or anything like that. So, or it was only ever seen in this like one or two of these test screenings. So hopefully, I really do hope that they can track it down. It's some footage though is like impossible to find. The deleted scenes from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. There was like the prom scene that they filmed, never been seen. There was a handful of stuff in Bogus Journey. There was the scenes of them when they were robots, and they were like saying that they took off their robot suits like again, and they were like, oh, Bill takes off his suit and says, actually, I'm Ted in the suit. It was all this weird stuff they did, all these things that were cut that they never, have been found. So it sucks when stuff is never able to be found. So I definitely hope that they can find, that footage for Event Horizon. Are you able to grow a full beard? Not really. It kind of grows in like just kind of a goatee. That's kind of all that it can do. It never really does like a full anything. I've tried to grow it like for like a couple weeks, and a lot of times if I do it too long without shaving, it becomes like ingrown hair, and you can get like I don't know. I just don't like not shaving too much. Um, can you react to videos on this stream? There's a way to do that, but a lot of times with certain video stuff is copyrighted. Just that's why I don't do like trailer reactions anymore. Is any times I've ever done them, I've had to like take them down or I've had real problems. So I'm real careful with like copyright claims and all that kind of stuff. Have you seen the Village from 2004? Yeah, I love The Village. That's one of those movies though that always pisses me off because I remember back in the day with M Night Shyamalan movies, people would always want to spoil the twists. And I remember like when I was like on one of the message boards, like they spoiled the twist, and I was like, ugh. And I was so mad because I like went into the movie knowing already. So that really sucked. Sean, have you seen I Eat Your Skin or I Drink Your Blood? Yeah, I've seen both. I've seen I Eat Your Skin. No, I think I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen that one, but I have seen I Drink Your Blood. I Drink Your Blood. I really like. Do you own No Escape? Yeah, I own the Australian release of that one on Blu-ray. What movie would you watch on your death day? I don't know. Like a lot of people would say, like Soylent Green would be one to watch because it's kind of like that kind of thing. Um, do you like video game Super Nintendo Ghoul Patrol? I don't know if I ever played that game or not. Did you see the TV show Wonder Showman animated series? Wonder Showman? I saw the one thing with a similar title that was like a puppet show. I don't know if I ever saw that one. First time I get to see you in live. I'm glad to see you. I sent you a hug from Mexico. What do you think about the movie of The Guest and Upgrade? Both those movies I really like. The Guest, I also really love the music in The Guest. And the Upgrade movie Upgrade, I thought that one was really great as well. Thoughts on the new Friday the 13th box set? That box set I did pre-order that one, so I pre-ordered it from them from Scream Factory. So I believe I should get the lithograph and the poster and that kind of stuff with it. And I see a $5 super chat here from Watch. So it's from the channel Movie Watch Daily. Thanks so much, Movie Watch Daily, for the $5 super chat. And like I said, anyone who has a question for super chat, feel free to ask anything you guys would like. You guys can do channel shout outs or requests or anything like that. But they said, Movie Watch Daily said, you inspired my channel, Duder. Thanks for all the years of great content. Well, thanks so much, Movie Watch Daily. And everybody, too, definitely check out his channel as well. And like I said, thanks so much, Movie Watch, for the super chat. Let's see. Do you think Artemis Fowl and Hamilton should come out on Blu-ray and 4K? It should because Onward went straight to Disney Plus, and then they put out a Blu-ray of that one. So I'm sure at some point we'll definitely get them on Blu-ray. How many titles? Let's see. Have you seen the movie Ravenous, and is it good? Yeah, Ravenous is one of my top favorite movies. I absolutely love that movie. It's one of those movies, too, and I've talked about this so many times, but I always remember that because I saw that movie on a Friday, and I skipped school to go to it because the teacher the day before, this teacher, threw chalk at my eye because I wasn't paying attention. And he threw chalk in my eye, and like it was a big, terrible thing. And I didn't go that day afterwards. Did you see the trailer for Terrifier 2? I talked about that in the beginning of the video, but yes, I did. I thought it looked great. Like I love the first one, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that. Did you cry at the end of Bamboozled? And did you get the Criterion Blu-ray? No, Bamboozled is very sad, and also was such a different role for Damon Wayans because I always think of him doing kind of more comedy, and it was much a serious tone of that movie and everything. But I still haven't gotten the Blu-ray yet for it. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. Did you watch Becky? If so, what do you think of it? No, I have not watched Becky yet. I definitely need to see that. I should get a copy of that. I think it comes out in September, so I should get a copy of that one to review probably around the time it comes out. Let's see. How do I contact? Where was I now? Do you think the New Mutants will come out in August? Yeah, I do really wonder if it will. You know what I mean? Like because the thing is with the theaters, if they can't get them opened or anything like that, and I don't think they will. I don't know what they will do. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. I think I was about up here. What do you think about films Tent and Mulan being delayed, amongst others? When do you think they will return, and when, and as we depend on the American market here in the UK? No, I know. I don't know when that we're gonna see everything open again for the theaters and stuff like that. I really do wonder, because I know they keep trying and they really want, like, near the end of August to at least be able to open them, but I really don't know. Um, Thoughts on Hell House LLC? I don't think I don't remember liking that one as much as I thought I would for some reason. I don't know why. Could you ever work at a regular 9 to 5 job? Not with what I do, especially with the acting and stuff. And I'm really, really trying to work on that more now, more acting stuff. And there's a lot of different things coming up. So I never could because sometimes with the movies and stuff like that, you find out about them so, like, a day before. You know what I mean? Like, Like nowadays, because of the COVID stuff, you kind of have to get tested for certain movies. So you can't. They have to give you a little more notice, but still, it's a pretty last minute thing a lot of the time for certain things. But I did work at movie theaters for 2 years, so I did that for 2 years, and I worked at Target for a little bit. Um, let's see. Deep Blue Sea 3. Did you watch the previous movies? Yeah, I watched all of them, and I thought the first one I really liked. The second was okay. The trailer though for the new one, Part 3, actually looked kind of fun though. Hopefully, San Diego Comic Con virtual online Scream Factory announcement, 15 titles, Alone in the Dark, and Deadly Friend. Those ones would be great if they announced those ones. Hey, dude, me and my friend Colin loves your videos. Hope you had a good time in Texas. Keep it up. Well, thanks so much. I did. Like, and I will be back in Texas again in all like near the end of August for the Butcher's Bluff movie. And I'll try and shoot some on set stuff. I didn't shoot a whole really much on set for the movie Strix that I just did there, like just about 2 weeks ago, because I was worried about spoilers, and it was kind of hard to show anything because we were in this one location, and I didn't want to keep touching my phone and stuff like that too much. Do you collect Pokemon movies? I never really got into Pokemon, so I don't know a whole lot about Pokemon. My brother, though, he knows that kind of stuff, and followed Pokemon, but I never really did. And any of you guys who have come on now too, definitely check out the link below to find out about the movie Axe to Grind 2. It's an upcoming horror film that I'll be acting in December, I believe, is when it's going to be shooting. And they have an Indiegogo below, and you guys can pre-order the movie on DVD or Blu-ray. And they also have a digital download of the movie and like a producer perk. And there's even a perk to act in the movie as well. But definitely check that one out, though. On a scale of 1 to 10, how worried are you about COVID? Um, I think about it every single day, but I'm so careful. I wash my hands all the time, and sanitizing like any time that I touch money, I sanitize. Anytime I touch the mask, take the mask off, I sanitize. Like so many different times. So I'm really careful, but I think now I'm trying to not. The thing is, you kind of have to live the best you can, so you can't you know go panicking about it. You have to just be smart and be as careful as you can. And any of you guys who've come on now, I'll probably be on for about an hour and 15 minutes or so tonight. So if any of you guys have any super chat questions, feel free to ask anything you guys would like, any shout outs or any requests or anything like that. Do you collect NECA figures? I have a handful of the cloth figures. I haven't bought one in a long time. I did see though the upcoming NECA Doc Brown, which I don't think is a cloth figure, but it definitely looks like one I would probably get. Like I like that one. I don't really have any figures for Back to the Future that are like detailed figures, so I'll definitely get that one because they're usually not too expensive too, the NECA ones. But I don't know what would have been NECA's Comic Con exclusive, since Comic Con would have been right now, which sucks because it's the first time I haven't been to Comic Con since 2010 when I was moving, because before that I had been going every year since 2005. So I've only missed one time since 2005. Um, my friend, let's see here. My friend Khan wants to ask if there's any modern movies that have the feel like Commando or Tango and Cash. I don't know if there's anything modern that has that kind of feel to it, though. I can't say for sure that anything. If you guys know below, though, let me know in the comments below any movies that you guys know that are kind of like that are modern films. Hey Sean, how is it living in San Diego? Seems like a nice place. I mean, I really like it. I mean, the weather and everything like that. So I mean, it's a whole new life, different type of life than it was in Maryland, and I don't miss it all. Not having to deal with the snow. The snow in Maryland was horrible. Oh my God, and the shoveling and all that kind of stuff. Van Buren said, "How do I contact you for business?" Well, Van, the best way is to contact me on Facebook or Instagram. Instagram is probably one of the best ways. It's easier for me to see the messages and stuff like that on there. I miss though when YouTube had a contact thing and you could actually, just contact people through YouTube. What's your favorite Star Wars sequel trilogy movie? Probably Return of the Jedi. Out of all of them, do you think you will ever do a live Blu-ray hunting video? Well, if I was ever away, and I wasn't like in, and I still wanted, it was like a Tuesday and I was away and I wanted to put up a video, maybe I would do it that way. But like the problem is the picture quality can be really bad. You know what I mean? So it's like depending on how the signal is. So I don't want it to look like terrible. That's the only problem. Which movie do you like more, Scoob or Trolls World Tour? I wasn't as into Trolls World Tour as I was hoping, because I really liked the first Trolls movie, and I think I kind of didn't like it as much because it didn't have like um, McLovin, Christopher Mintz-Plase's character, who played McLovin in Superbad. Like he was in the one playing this really goofy character, and I liked that whole concept, and that wasn't in this new one. And I kind of missed that being in there. Like the first Trolls movie seemed a little bit more like it had jokes for like adults in there too. The second one seemed more like it was like a kids movie, more kid film than the first one did. And I see Brento gave a $7 super chat donation. Thanks so much, Brento, for the $7 super chat donation. And they said, "Have you seen Vikings? I got the Blu-ray. So good, brutal." I have seen a couple episodes of Vikings. I have not seen a whole ton of them, but from what I saw, it was a very brutal show. And I think was it on A&E or the History Channel or something like that? But yeah, or maybe it was on Stars. I can't remember for sure where it was, but I know I have seen some of them. But it was one of those things where I think I saw like later seasons, ones like later episodes. I don't think I saw it from the very beginning though. Did you order the Midsummer 4K? And thanks so much, Brento, for the $7 super chat donation. Like I said, really appreciate them so much. So a big help to the channel and the video. So thanks again. Um, did you order the Midsummer 4K? No, that's sold out. I signed up for the thing that would get like alerted when more came in. I hope it comes out. Do you think Disney will re-release X-Men 4K for its 25th anniversary? 20th anniversary. I don't know. They might because they are releasing on 4K Home Alone. I'm hoping they release two Jingle All the Way. That would be another one. And I also hope since they're doing Home Alone 1 on 4K, they do the second one as well. Because a lot of times they release the first movie of a series or something on 4K and then they avoid the other one. I love indie horror. No, I'm the same way. Like indie horror is always like my favorite stuff. Think of doing OnlyFans to do hot head reveals. No, I mean people do super chats for me to take my hat off. You know what I mean? Like, do you own 4K releases of DVD or Blu-ray? No, I have some Arrow Video 4K ones, and I have some stuff from Eureka Entertainment because I do have a region-free player, so I occasionally get some stuff from the UK. The one UK one that I want to import is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures coming to 4K. That's one of the ones that I want to get. But that one, you don't even need a region-free player because everything 4K is region-free. Have you ever seen Guinea Pig and the Covenant? Convent or Covenant? Yeah, Convent. Is it Convent? I think it's Convent or Covenant. I don't know for sure, but the Guinea Pig. I've never seen either of those ones. Did you watch Becky? No, I haven't seen Becky yet. How do I contact you for business? I would like to have you in one of my films. Like I was saying, Van Buren, message me up on on Facebook or message me up on Instagram. Just on Instagram, send me a private message. That's probably I would say the best way. How are you today? I'm doing good. Like I said, I just came back a little while ago from the walk. Probably a long shot, but check out my movie channel out. I'm doing movie reviews, different skits, reviews, and Blu-ray news. Yeah, that was movie watch daily. How to find the time to watch movies you watch a lot. No, I know. Like I'm. Oh, sometimes I can get bogged down with stuff. Not always, but sometimes it can happen. Especially because I watch like a lot of stuff on the internet too, and certain shows and all that kind of stuff. With the recent discovery of Stinky Tuna, I grabbed a copy of Disney's Song of the South. Did you get one for yourself? Are you going to review that movie? Yeah, I don't know about Song of the South reviewing that one. Um, they asked me about reviewing that movie, but I don't really know. That movie's kind of problematic. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I would review it. Um, I wouldn't mind. I'd sort of like to. I always wanted to see that movie, but it's like because like it did have good music, and like the music was used in this Splash Mountain ride. Um, any new Ghostbusters movie will be good. I hope so. I really do. I definitely want to see it though. Have you been going to Pizza Mellow Mushroom and Shaky Pizza? I don't know that, but and Shaky's Pizza. There was one near me, but it went out of business. And I think I might have gone to it once, but I remember like it was a weird experience, and like I was the only person in there. There was no one there, and then it took them like 20 minutes to make it or something, like a really long time just to get it done. And it was just me. There was like not a soul in the whole place, no deliveries, no nothing. Vampire in Brooklyn is coming to Blu-ray this September. No, I heard that along with Howard Stern's Private Parts is coming to Blu-ray. Do you think Scream Factory will release Time Cop with Van Damme? I don't know. That would be a cool one. What DVD and Blu-rays? What's DVD and Blu-ray? The guy working at Walmart. Oh no, that the guy who didn't know what it was, I think was the guy who was at Dollar Tree. He was real confused. Favorite Christmas movie? Probably Home Alone 1 and 2, and then Jingle All the Way are like the ones that I watch. And I think another one is Christmas with the Cranks. That one I really like. Mike Swift just bought my copy of Babysitter from Stinky Tuna. Yeah, I was talking. I reviewed some stuff for them. If you guys didn't see my video on Tuesday, uh, you a fan of Siskel and Ebert? Yeah, I used to watch their stuff, and I even had the one book, like Roger Ebert's book. Like I hated this movie. Um, what's your top 5 movies not on Blu-ray that you want to see come, to Blu-ray? Like some of the ones that I would love to have on Blu-ray is like Midnight Hour, um, like some like kids movies that I like growing up, like Blank Check would be great to have on Blu-ray. Summer Camp Nightmare, Meet the Applegates, that's never come to DVD or Blu-ray. Um, those are some of the ones that come to mind that I think of a lot. Have you seen the Into the Dark movie series on Hulu? I think I saw the one, um, but one of them I haven't seen all of them though. Hey Sean, are most of your horror movies indie films? Yeah, pretty much everything that I do are indie horror movies, for the most part. Have you seen Night Train Murders? It's pretty good Italian Last House on Left ripoff. Yeah, I have. I think I might have a review of that one up, but that's a great one though. How come you like horror so much? What's your fascination? Just curious. I love horror too. I've always just liked horror. I don't know what it is. I just have always liked like that kind of stuff. Like I always liked even as a kid, grew up watching Are You Afraid of the Dark and all those things. Do you remember Cool Money G in the House rap? I don't know if I remember that. I remember Cool Doctor Money, like the Cool Doctor Money haircut from My Brother and Me, and he got like in big trouble for having that. Sean, did you check out live macabre medicine screening we did? It was a success. I didn't see that, Will. I totally forgot about that. I wish I would have seen that because I haven't even seen like the whole movie. I don't think the most recent version of it, but I'm glad it went well though. Did you ever watch Hell and Back, the Kane Hodder documentary? Yeah, that was a great documentary on Kane Hodder. Let's see here. Let's see, where was I now? I'm trying to make sure I don't miss any of this stuff. Talked about that. Ever seen a movie that affected you so much you either never watched it again, or scared you so much? I mean, Requiem for a Dream, that one really bothered me. I remember like with Requiem for a Dream, I like that really set me off. Like the end, I cried so bad to that. So I haven't ever watched that again. I watched that movie one time. I might watch it again for the first time ever when it comes to 4K, but I don't know. I don't know if I can handle it. It gets me so. It sets me off so much. Same with the last episode of 6 Feet Under. Like the last 5 minutes of 6 Feet Under, I can't watch that again. Do you remember the cereal Ghostbusters? I don't think I remember. I don't think I ever had the Ghostbusters cereal. I don't think. Do you think Mother Superior is hot? I don't know. Is there a film that you'd like to own that is only available in Europe? Well, anything like that I usually can import. Um, so like I don't know for sure. Favorite Chucky quote? I don't know. Like I always the only Chucky ones I think of is like your friend at the end and stuff. Like I don't know like a lot of quotes for some reason. Um, Did you watch John Candy's animated Camp Candy? Yeah, as a kid, that was one of those ones I remember always watching too. I think they replayed it a lot before I went to school, and it was like if you guys ever never saw Camp Candy, it was John Candy, voicing in this cartoon where he was a camp counselor, and it was kind of like Meatballs a little bit, but for like more for kids. And he had like the camp, and there was all sorts of problems and everything. Do you think movie theater experience will be the same after the virus is gone? I mean, this depends on how people go back and everything. Not sure if you go to Halloween Horror Nights, but it just got canceled. Yeah, I know, because I saw too. I looked on like casting notice things, and I saw they were casting for Horror Nights. So I guess they thought they originally were going to be able to do it, and then it ended up not being able to happen. Because I think with Horror Nights, it would have been a total nightmare. Because if you guys don't know what Halloween Horror Nights is, it's Universal Studios in Florida and Hollywood. They have the haunted house stuff that you go through, and they open like from the hours of like 7 p.m. to like 2 a.m. on the weekends and some other times during the week for the haunted houses. And like they thought they were going to be able to do it in Florida because the theme parks are all open in Florida, but they ended up having to cancel it, which I think is the smart move, because it's kind of like how would they have spaced it out and all that kind of stuff. You got to make a video about the chalk in your eye. Yeah, sometime. Yeah, that would make. I could make a whole thing about that. Did you see the Chucky TV show trailer? No, I have. I'm definitely looking forward to that one. What did you want to be when you finished high school? Probably when I first finished high school, like I really was interested in like filmmaking. So like directing is what I thought, and then I kind of like just like doing like wacky characters. But I kind of got more into acting, and more I got a little bit more confident, I think, with doing that. And now from just doing it so many times and throughout the years, so many different things, or things where I've had to shoot stuff myself, and I have to kind of get down like paragraphs of things about facts and stuff like that. I've gotten a lot more confident at, like, now I don't even think about it the same way that I used to. Like I don't get paranoid or nervous, or it's very different than I was, because I was so nervous back in the day too with everything. Um, have you seen thoughts on Scream 5? No, I heard the plot synopsis of it. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that. Thoughts on the Hellraiser series, the HBO Hellraiser series? Yeah, yeah, I heard about that. That should be really cool. I hope it's like is as crazy as like the first film, with like the gore and the vibe of it and everything like that. Thoughts on the upcoming Child's Play series? Like I was saying about that, that's what I'm really looking forward to. And I see a $20 super chat here from Joe Sieberzan. Let me spell it out so you guys can, so I say it right. But it's Joeleradzan. Joel Zizan. I'm saying that totally wrong, but thanks so much, Joel, for your $20 super chat donation. Really appreciate that so much. And like I said, guys, thanks again for the super chat donations to the channel. I appreciate them so much, and they're a huge help. And he says, "Yo, Sean, I've been watching you for years. I just want to say I love your content so much. You have been a huge inspiration for me health-wise, getting into indie acting and making films. Thanks for everything you do, brother." Well, thanks so much. I really appreciate that so much, and definitely look forward to seeing some of your stuff too. Like, send me some links and stuff like that. And if you have any of your stuff up online too, feel free to post any links in the chat so anyone can see any of your stuff. But thanks so much though for the kind words, and like I said, thanks so much for the donation to the channel as well. Um, comedy murder party. I think I remember reviewing that one. Thoughts, I talked about Chucky. Ever been to Alaska? No, I've never been to Alaska. I did finally get a passport, because I applied for a passport in of course now you can't fly to other countries. But I applied for a passport before the whole virus started. Like in the very, very beginning of March is when I signed up. So I think I went into the office right before everything shut down. And then I finally got it now. And it was supposed to come within like 6 weeks or something like that. So I'm glad it finally came. Main reason I got it too was because there's a group of people that I shoot stuff for a lot in the UK. And I've shot some from their movies, and like basically there's anytime I'm able to get there, I'd be able to work with them on one of their movies. So I really want to do that. Like, so whenever things open, I'm definitely going to be going to the UK to work with them. It's like that's like a dream to go there and then also make vlogs, movie hunting vlogs in the UK. So when things open, I'm definitely 100% going to do it when it's like safe to do it. And I see a $5 super chat here from Lily Source Lilosaurus Rex. Thanks so much, Lilosaurus Rex, for your $5 super chat donation. Says, who is your celebrity crush? Well, like people that I like now, like that I like that are like people that are current that I really like is like you know Aubrey Plaza. I really like. I always have liked Jessica Alba, um, and then like a lot of people like that are like in like not super known that I kind of like, but like who else is like known? Rosa Salazar, who's like Alita Battle Angel, I really like. Um, and then the one actress who is in the newest Jurassic Park film, she has like a space in her teeth. I really like her. Like certain people that I really like. Does Dweebo watch your live streams? I think he watches some of them. And thanks so much, though, Lilosaurus Rex, though, for your $5 super chat donation. And any of you guys too who are new have come on too. Definitely check out the link below to find out about the new horror film that I'll be acting in called Axe to Grind 2. I'll be talking about it too some more in future videos, like on Tuesday and stuff like that. But they have on there the way like Indiegogo works too is it's like really important for like when the campaign just launched, because it just launched I think like 14 hours ago or something like that. And it's always important to get as many people to like check it out and stuff like that when it first goes up. But on there, though, you guys can pre-order a signed copy on DVD or a Blu-ray or a digital copy of the movie or a thank you credit in the film. So definitely check out that below, too. And let's see here. Thoughts on Kevin Bacon playing Freddy? I think I heard something about that. That would be kind of interesting to see him doing Freddy. I can't wait to see you in Mr. Bleachers. Yeah, that one. I hopefully he gets to finish shooting the last bit of that movie soon. I cannot wait to see that one. Deep Blue Sea 2, I didn't like it. Yeah, I didn't like it too much either. The new one though looks good. Deep Blue Sea 3. Have you seen Inoperable with Daniel Harris? What's your thoughts on it? Yeah, I really liked Inoperable. Like that's one of those movies I don't think a lot of people saw, but it was like her waking up in a hospital and she kept on like someone kept on trying to kill her and then she kept on getting killed and then coming back again. It was sort of like you know, uh, a Groundhog Day kind of situation. Have you ever got a speeding ticket before? Never had a speeding ticket, but when I was in the car with Alex Leba the one time, there's like a cop on the side of the road pulling somebody over, and I didn't realize like you're not supposed to go in the same lane that guy is. Like the cop's on the shoulder sitting there, but if like you see a cop on the shoulder, you're supposed to get into the other lane. And like I was like driving in an area I didn't know, and I stayed in the lane next to him because I was supposed to get off of the exit right there, and then like, the cop pulled me over, and it was a real awkward thing. I should have said to the cop, I should have said, "Oh, I gotta take this guy home, and it's annoying. He's like driving me crazy," and I should have said, the exit was over there. I didn't know what to say. I never was pulled over in my life by a cop, so it like creeped me out the whole thing. Um, have you seen the movie The Shallows? Yeah, I thought that was a pretty good movie. What do you think about Taylor Swift's new music video? I haven't seen her new video. Haven't used cash since March. Yeah, I know right now too. There's a terrible shortage of coins, and like Walmart and everything. They have all these things that say, credit card only. There's no, change or anything like that. Do you ever watch? I talked about that favorite nude scene in a horror flick. Favorite nude scene? I think like anytime you see somebody that you never would expect to see do a nude scene, like with Christina Ricci when she did it for the first time in Prozac Nation, when Scarlett Johansson did in Under the Skin, like times that always surprises me more when it's somebody you're not expecting. And even somebody you wouldn't even want to see nude, you're like, well, why are they getting nude? You know what I mean? Like it's every so often that happens too, and you're like, wait, what? You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's like really strange that you see. But favorite ever, I don't know what's like the absolute top favorite though. Um, let's see. Any news on unrated Pandorum release? I haven't heard anything about that one. Walmart got NECA exclusive Gremlin and Alien and Predator. I didn't see those ones. Have you seen Underdog with Jason Lee? The Underdog movie. Yeah, what's so funny about the Underdog movie is my dog Max, which passed away, which my dog was before Lulu, who recently passed away. The dog, though, my Kim Hammond, who was like my dog's vet, Max's dog's vet, wanted Max to be in the Underdog movie. So it's been kind of funny. Have you ever been to Spencer's and Hot Topic at Baltimore Mall back in the day? Yeah, I went. I always that's where I lived. I went to the Towson. I lived near the Towson Town Center Mall, so I was there all the time. Let's see. Vikings is history. Yeah, that's what I thought it was on the History Channel. I want to buy that style hat you're wearing. Where do you buy them? I don't even know. I honestly don't remember. I think I've got them off of Amazon now. There used to be like this hat store in San Diego. I would get them, but I don't. I think it went out of business or something like that. Let's see. What are your thoughts on horror film slashers? Yeah, the one that Fangoria produced or put their name on. That was a pretty good movie. The director also made a movie called End of the Line, which was a really good movie as well. Are you a fan of are you a Michael Myers fan, and what do you think of the whole franchise? Out of like, when it comes to like Friday the 13th or Michael Myers, like for some reason, I always liked Friday the 13th better. Like Michael Myers, like I like Halloween, but I'm not like as obsessed with those movies for some reason as like other ones. I still like them, and I also really like Rob Zombies. And I know people like the second one wasn't great, but I really did like his because I think it's because I like the cast. Because I like Scott Compton, I like Danielle Harris, and Christina Cleave, and like a lot of people in that I like that are in it. So I feel like I like it more because of that. Um, but like when it comes to the newer Halloweens though, I did like the newest one though. Are you going to get the Friday the 13th collection? Like I said, yeah, I did pre-order that one. Hey Sean, did you hear about Ron Jeremy's arrest? What'd your take on it? Yeah, it's the whole thing is sad that happened, but at the same time, it was terrible that if he was doing what they were saying he was doing, that was terrible. Do you know what I mean? So it's deservedly so that it's happening if that was what he was doing, though. Um, do you think Michael Dundreck is a lot like Ryan Gosling? I don't know who that is. Have you seen A Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue? It's getting a pretty nice restoration in steelbook. I believe I had heard about that. I don't think I've ever watched that movie though. You should try and get Rad. Did you see the new Bill and Ted trailer? I did see that one. I thought it looks great. And there's something to do with Bill and Ted though that I'm. Some of you guys know that there was like a certain contest with the Bill and Ted movie, and all I can say is with the contest, um, fingers crossed. You know what I mean? That because of something that happened with the contest, where I'm sure some of you guys know, but I don't want to say too much about it until I see the movie and we know. Paper House on Blu-ray is one of the rarest movies to get. I've never seen that one. And any of you guys who've come on now, I'll be on here for probably about another 30 minutes or so. So if you guys have any super chat questions, feel free to ask anything you guys would like. Also, feel free to put like links to your channel or channel shout outs or any requests or any of that kind of stuff. And also, too, be sure to check out the link for Axe to Grind 2, an upcoming horror movie I'm going to be in. And you guys can pre-order the DVD or Blu-ray of that one. How many movies do you watch a week? A week? It's kind of pretty much whatever you see me show in the Tuesday videos at the end is what I watch. So it can depend. Like some nights I watch like one movie, some nights I watch nothing, some nights I could be watching like three movies. So it all kind of depends. Have you ever met Edward Furlong or Macaulay Culkin? No, I've never met either of them. I would love to see Eddie Furlong at some kind of a convention. What do you think of Scoob? A lot of people it had like mixed reviews, but I really liked it. I hope one day the Final Destination movies get a Blu-ray release in the future because I have the first five in the collection. My friend just mentioned that the other day. I could see like maybe Scream Factory at some point doing like a whole collection, like a brand new special collector's edition of all those movies. Favorite YouTuber? Favorite YouTuber? Like I watch a lot of like theme park vloggers like Prince Charming Dev, Paige and Mr. Morrow. I watch Adam the Woo. People like that I watch a lot. Have you seen Brittany Babe One More Time? Forgotten movie nobody talks about. Yeah, that Brittany Baby One More Time had the people from American Movie acting in it. I hope Wonder Woman 84 comes out soon. Yeah, I don't know when they're going to change the date for it because everything keeps on changing the dates and all that kind of stuff. Did you have to go to, where was I? Say something about San Diego Comic Con. Where is that thing? Trying to figure out where I was now. Are you worried about, where was I now? Talk about, do you think heavyweights? Watched, I think this is where I was. Don't you have to be pretty well off financially to live in San Diego? well, it's different kind of areas. I'm not right in downtown. And luckily enough, we sold our old house, so that's the only way things happened. Um, I can't wait for Mikey on Blu-ray in August. No, I know. I can't. I'm really excited. That's finally coming to Blu-ray. Have you watched The Rental, directed by Dave Franco? I watched the trailer for it. I thought it looks pretty good, though. I haven't watched it yet. Do you think Heavyweight should get a 25 years later sequel or remake? I think before it comes to something like that, we're going to see with with a movie with Keenan in it. I think we'll see Keenan Good Burger too before we see that. But I would definitely love to see that though. And someone Mike said, did you hear about a Clifford on Blu-ray? I have heard about that one. I'm so glad that's coming out. Hopefully it gets up on there for sale soon. You held up a copy of Flying Ryan in your video store and you didn't buy it? I don't know. I don't even remember. Did you watch Cursed Films on Shudder? Really cool behind the scenes look at weird happenings on set. Yeah, I haven't watched that because I don't have Shudder currently, but I know that's coming to Blu-ray, so I should be able to see it when it comes to Blu-ray in like a month or so. I don't understand why people dislike Christmas with the Cranks. No, yeah, I know. I don't know how people. That's like certain movies. I don't know how you could dislike. Like to me, Christmas with the Cranks is a really really fun movie. Um, do you only buy catalog 4K movies to upgrade? Well, it kind of depends. Like I get some stuff to review, so sometimes they don't always have they don't do review copies all the time of like older movies, and sometimes I buy them. It all kind of depends. Um, but like certain ones like that are like 100% that I would buy is like Back to the Future and some of those ones if they came to 4K. Do you remember the slasher film Silent Night, Bloody Night, and The Surreal Life? Surreal Life, the show, I watched that back in the day all the time. Are excited for the new Halloween Kills movie? No, I definitely am. I cannot wait for that one. And I see Gabriel Escobar gave $1 super chat donation. Thanks so much, Gabriel. Yeah, he didn't leave a question or anything like that, but thanks so much for the donation, Gabriel. I really appreciate that. I saw Clint Howard near the end of the church. No infested line whatsoever. Bummer. No, no, I know. Are you worried that a lot of theaters could shut down for good? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like certain things that haven't opened back up, and I wonder like will these things open up like Pickup Sticks, this Asian restaurant like a chain, kind of like Pan Express, like none of them seem to have opened. So it's worrisome with a lot of these things. It's kind of like they probably will never open. They're just like sit abandoned, which is like sad. You should do a live stream watching Requiem for a Dream when you watch it again. No, I know. Favorite John Candy film? Probably, Uncle Buck is probably my top favorite. What's your best Dollar Tree find? I don't know what's the best one. Like some of the ones the Broad Green Pictures ones are always some of the best ones that I found. Do you really buy Blu-rays and 4Ks, or do you mostly get stuff for free to review? Well, I buy stuff too. Like so, you like basically if you guys see me in the video showing like getting something in the store, that's when I'm buying it. Um, but I get a handful of the things to review, and I'm really lucky to be able to do that. Like and main reason I like to be able to do it too is to bring attention to stuff that, for certain things, that I feel like a lot of people wouldn't know about otherwise. If you don't f with Chuck, how the hell is it hanging? In Home Alone 2, the scene where the homeless man said, "Watch it, kid, haha," and the scene with the cab driver saying, it ain't much better in here, kid," both scared me as a kid. I know I always got creeped out by that cab driver because he was real dirty and gross, and that was a really creepy scene in there. Um, what are your thoughts on Don't Answer the Phone and Hellgate and The House That Screamed 2? I don't remember The House That Screamed 2. I don't know if did I see that one. Do you have Sci-Fi or cable? Are you going to watch the new Chucky series? I do have Sci-Fi, so I definitely will be watching that one. Have you seen the David Sterling Death Factory and Alien 3000? No, I have seen both of those ones. I definitely want to see the new Ghostbusters Afterlife. They were supposed to be out by now. No, I know. I can't wait to see it as well, though. Do you do you think about Video Store on Q and Waves Music Store? I don't know Video Store on Q, but I do remember Waves Music. I remember too, Waves Music. There was a guy that worked in there who every time I bought a CD, I was like, if I was with my dad, and he was like, we were checking out. He's like, just so you know, this CD is a parental advisory and it does contain some adult language. So I'm just gotta let you know, gotta give you a little bit of a warning. I always remember that. If anyone wants to know a little more about Chalk in the eye incident, you should tell them to check out Why We Hated Middle School. It explains it a bit more. Oh yeah, I forgot that I talked about that one. Do you remember a store called Coconuts Music? I do remember that, and then it became FYE. But I used to like going to Coconuts. Hey Sean, a huge fan from New Zealand. Well, thanks so much for watching. I really, like I said, I really appreciate it. You and Josh Peck both inspire me to lose weight. No, I know. Yeah, Josh Peck. We were kind of like similar. I think I was heavier than he was when he was like on Drake and Josh, but we were very similar kind of like weight stuff going on, especially because he was heavier in like Mean Creek. That was kind of like me in middle school. Any cool movie spots to check out in LA? I There's so many of them close up now because like Amoeba right now isn't opened, so I don't know a ton of spots in LA. Sean, do you want to go back to Scarecrow Video and buy obscure stuff? Yeah, I definitely want to go back there again. I just got my passport in March also. I'm glad yours finally came. I'm really glad to finally have that though. Did you like Eyes Wide Shut? No, I really like that movie. Did you ever see Fight when you worked at the movie theaters? No, I never saw anything like that. Like, luckily enough, there was nothing ever like that. And I was always worried too, because like the money in the movie theaters, like it wasn't locked up in the register. You could just open it up, and I was always paranoid of being robbed because like the way the place was laid out, it was like the register was right there and then the door was there. So you could literally have just pulled up to the front, come in, robbed that place, and then ran out and got in the car and been away. And there was a couple of different exits to the place, so I was always paranoid of that happening. Have you seen the trailer for Blackwater Abyss? It's a sequel to Blackwater. I have not seen that one. Um, are you worried a lot of movie theaters could file for bankruptcy? I know Amazon. I mean, no, AMC has. The woman in Blade Runner for 2049 is my crush. Oh yeah, I love Ana de Armas. Yeah, and it's who would ever thought she would have gotten with Ben Affleck? Let's see. I mean, because like it's kind of like she's really out of like his league. Did you get Are You Afraid of the Dark reboot on DVD next month? Oh no, I just got that to review the new Are You Afraid of the Dark movie, and what's cool is it has on there too 3 bonus episodes on there. So I thought that was really cool, like of the original series. Zombie Biohazard gave a $5 super chat donation. Thanks so much, Zombie Biohazard, for the $5 super chat. And like I said, guys, really appreciate the super chats. They're a big help, so thanks so much. And he says, please say, you are the anchor that gives my spirit license to soar, in a slow Sylvester Stallone accent. You're, you're the anchor. You are the anchor that gives my spirit license to soar. Like something sort of like that. A little kind of like that. But thank you, Zombie Biohazard, for the super chat. Mate, if you come to the UK, let us know. No, I'll definitely let you know, and I'm definitely gonna do like some videos there, like a movie hunting, going to like one of the video stores out there. I don't know. I really really want to do like at least like 2 or 3 different store videos, and I even want to do a video just going to the market and like looking at food products and picking them up and then like buying some weird stuff and sending it home, and then like trying some of it later, and I get some stuff for my brother and like rare weird chips for him, and like weird, I don't know, I have a whole plan thing. um have you seen Demented in 1989 or Ambulance? I have seen Ambulance with Eric Roberts. That one is great. Let's see here. I'm not a fan of Jessica Alba, fan more of the other gals you mentioned. What happened to your friend Shane Denson? He's still around. He doesn't do YouTube videos anymore, but he's on Facebook and stuff like that. Um, Night of the Living Dead has boobies. Night of the Living Dead? I don't even remember. What are your thoughts on the movie Surf School? I think I remember seeing that. I haven't seen that in a long time. I'm hoping to get the Simpsons season 19 DVD on Wednesday, and can I get a shout out? I'm waiting on season 15 and 16 DVDs. I hope they continue putting more of them out on DVD. I really do. I got a speeding ticket for 70 miles in a 60-mile zone, but it was to get my brother to school because we overslept and he was going to be late. Yeah, like I said, I never got pulled over for speeding. Like, I never had that happen. At least not yet. I'm sure, like, tomorrow now it will happen. You know what I mean? But I don't really speed, though. Um, did you like the Will Wheaton movie Curse? Yeah, that one I remember liking that one. Are you gonna watch Virtual Comic Con? What's going on now? I looked at some of the New Mutants panel. I haven't really looked at too many other ones. I'm kind of just sad about Comic Con, honestly. So I'm not really looking at it because, like, to me, I just love walking around Comic Con. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing and filming the tour, and because I would have been today would have been the tour video. So the tour video would have been posted like 2 hours ago or something like that. I got a copy of Mermaid Horror Movie. It was pretty awesome, man. Well, oh yeah, thanks so much for checking that one out. Um, let's see here. But yeah, that's the company though that whenever I do get to go to the UK, that I would work with. They should re-release Girls Gone Dead. No, there was supposed to have been this other cut of Girls Gone Dead, but that never came out, like a Blu-ray one. Would you ever attend an acting class to better your craft? Not really, honestly, James. I've done so much stuff now. Do you know what I mean? Like, and for what I'm doing, like horror movies and stuff like that, I think I'm okay in that kind of a thing. If I was going for something heavy drama or something, but I'm doing mainly horror kind of acting, and I think I'm okay with that. And I've done so many different things now. You know what I mean? If I was starting out, maybe, but I don't. I kind of feel like I have my own way of doing it. You know what I mean? What's your favorite Asian horror film? Top 10. Um, Top 10. I don't know for top 10, but probably like The Eye is the one that I always think of, at least one of the most scariest ones to me. Um, did you try and date Sinister ex? No, that there was a whole story to that whole thing. That was before she was talking. That girl was talking to me before Danny, but she had like a boyfriend. It was a real awkward, weird thing. But that was before. She kind of went to me first, and then like went to everybody else. Have you spoke to Sinister lately? Yeah, we talk pretty much. Pretty much tend to like voice messages like every day. Um, what time do you sleep every day if you watch movies a lot? Um, Usually like go to sleep like at 6 a.m., like really late. It's really weird hours. And I'll probably be on here, guys, for about um, I think like 15 more minutes. If any of you guys have any last minute questions, feel free to ask anything you guys would like. If you guys have any super chat questions, feel free to ask anything, or any shout outs or requests, or if you want to post links to any of your videos. And also be sure to, like I was saying earlier in the video, make sure to check out the link below for Axe to Grind 2, the upcoming horror film that I'm going to be in, and you guys can pre-order the DVD or Blu-ray. Or they have like a special thanks credit on the movie and a couple other things as well. Who's the better Chucky, Brad Dourif or Mark Hamill? To me, Brad Dourif. I mean, I really like Mark Hamill. Different take on Chucky, but still wasn't the same. So I really like that. Did you watch Saturday Morning Cartoon, Mr. T and Hulk Hogan? I never really watched those ones. Wow, what an impression. I don't think that was a great impression. I'm not really good at impressions, and they're all so over the top and so peculiar. You know what I mean? Like, if I was doing this impression, you'd be like, who is this? Working on something really well currently right now, and hashtag blessed. Like, you don't know who that is, but you know what I mean? They're all kind of weird. What can you do besides your hobby on YouTube and cameos and movies? What else do you do? Um, that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the main thing. Um, did you enjoy the TV show, The Lucy Show? I Love Lucy. The Lucy Show, like the other Lucy renditions, I didn't watch too much of those. But I Love Lucy, though. I watched all those ones. How many movies do you have? I've literally never counted them. But it's got to be like, I don't know, probably by now, like 6, 7,000, something like that. Um, have you ever been to HEB in Texas? I've never been to HEB. Um, let's see. Did you play the game Legend of Zelda? I did play that one. What's the most amount of movies you watch in a single day? I'm sure there's been a time when I watched like six or something. I'm sure there was like a really big time. Do you miss Saturday morning cartoons? I mean, as a kid, I used to watch them all the time. I used to watch like Pee Wee's Playhouse on Saturday morning, and Mighty, Adventures of Mighty Mouse, and Real Ghostbusters, and all those ones. Let's see. Let's see. Have you seen Vacancy with Luke Wilson? I have seen that one. There was a sequel too, as I remember watching. Um, uh, what did the donations go towards? Basically, just um, gas for the car, and just things just to help. get to filming things and to make vlogs. And when things open up again and it's easier for me to travel, I definitely plan on trying to do like live shows where it was like, oh, for the purpose of like planning a trip to make a movie hunting video for you guys. Like if I was going to a certain state to go there and document something, I'd be like, oh yeah, any donations here is to you know, put towards the plane ticket. Do you know what I mean? Like to go there and do this, or to go and document a horror convention that's like in a different state, like stuff like that. I feel like then it would be even more kind of stuff like that. That's what I really want to do. I really want to do, document more movie stores and more stuff in different states. That's what I really like. To me, when I was like going in the family video, like I was like doing my little tour in there, and I would have done that video a lot better if I had time. It was so little bit of time, but like that stuff I love doing. I love finding video rental places. I love finding movie stores. I like documenting these things and trying to keep them alive, and you know what I mean, that kind of stuff. And did you go to a restaurant and order something with mushrooms in it and say mushroom me? I used to say that, a lot of that stuff. Do you remember Shooting Fish and Bubble Boy? Bubble Boy I love. I don't really remember Shooting Fish. Have you seen the movie Bodied, produced by Eminem? I don't believe so. Thoughts on a 38-year-old telling a 34-year-old to grow up? No, I think I know who you're talking about. Um, um, do you like Cure, Japanese horror film, and Schoolgirl Report? I've seen some of the Schoolgirl Report, so I don't think I've seen that one though. Cure, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Thoughts on it? I love that. That's like one of my favorites, especially Chop Top in there with Bill Moseley as Chop Top. Hey, can I tell you something? Sure thing. Honestly, not looking forward to New Mutants. It doesn't have the hype. I mean, I like Anna Taylor Joy and Maisie Williams, so I'm interested in seeing it. I like that it's kind of a horror aspect to it. Um, all-time favorite video game. Probably like my first ever game I remember playing was Sonic. I always loved the Sonic game. That's the only thing when I think of it. I also liked like a lot of those like roller coaster theme park games. Like for some reason those are some of my favorite ones to watch. Um, let's see here. Whatever happened to Alex Leba? He still does videos here and there. Virgin Cheerleaders was hilarious and shocking. Do you mean the Virgin Cheerleaders in Chains one that I reviewed recently? At that one, you mean I like that one a lot. Where do you place Back to the Future trilogy in your list of favorite films? It's definitely in the top, list of like top 50 movies. Do you play Ronix? Ronix? I don't know what that is. I had a dream I met you when we watched Peanut Butter Solution. Well, that would be definitely something we would watch, like if that, or It's Pat, or something like that. Um, any thoughts on making a top 50 greatest films of all time? Maybe I could do something like that. Um, let's see. I don't know what this Rolex thing is. Have you ever been to Australia? No, I've never been to Australia. That's another place I would love to go and do something. Like that would be like amazing. I like that. Hey buddy, hey buddy verse. No, I know. Hey buddy, hey buddy, hey buddy, hey buddy, hey buddy. I can't help it. Like once I start with that, I can have a whole conversation too between hey buddy and the other person. I'm not gonna say any of the names, but it's like, well, Brendan, we're gonna go Blockbuster Video. Okay, buddy. Well, we only have an hour in here. That's fine, buddy. I could have rolling conversations with everybody. um, my favorite Chucky quote: "A true classic never goes out of style." No, that's a good one. Do you use a collection database? People always ask me that if I have like a collection database where you can see like the whole list or anything like that of the movies. I've never done that. I should have. I really should have when I first started. But the problem was, I've been collecting since the internet wasn't even like doing much with that. Since DVD was new. So it's 2007, not 2007, in 1997, 98 is when I first got DVDs. So it's like there's so much, it would be like impossible now. I could like start cataloging the new things, but I wouldn't be able to catalog everything because there's some stuff that's put into boxes and put away and that kind of stuff. Um, thoughts on Kangaroo Jack? Yeah, I like Kangaroo Jack. I like that Isabel Warren in the movie. So I always had like a big thing for her. So I think I like that movie a lot more because of that. I remember watching her in a whole bunch of like sort of stupid movies that I liked, like Evil Remains, um, and then she was in like one that was supposed to be Brittany Murphy originally, but then Brittany Murphy got fired from it. You know, the late Brittany Murphy, and she was like in it, and then she had to replace her, and it was like this strange sort of like erotic movie. Um, you can't beat him, Sean. Please make Letterboxd. Did you ever watch the Alvin the Chipmunk show? I watched the Chipmunks, like, the '80s one was the one I watched the most. Um, your favorite character in Chucky's Child's Play? Like I think Chucky is the favorite character. You know what I mean? But like, or Tiffany in the later ones. I just watched Shout Factory's 13 Ghosts. Oh my god, I love that movie. Yeah, I hadn't watched that movie in so many years, but that's a really fun film. Snap out of it, you act like you've never seen a dead body before. What time is it now? It's 1:30 now. So I'm only gonna be on for 5 more minutes. So if any of you guys have any last minute questions, anything last minute, or any last minute super chats or anything like that, like I said, only more for 5 more minutes. But I will be coming back on though on Sunday for about an hour or so Sunday evening. So definitely look forward to it. Plan to come then if you guys want to come on again and chat. Um, I had a dream about going movie hunting with you. That's really well. Thanks so much. And I see Holden, and then underscore. And I don't know what this is in. It's 50 in SEK. I'm not sure what that's in SEK, but thanks so much, Holden, for the super chat donation. And he says, "How do you manage to look so young? Been following you since my teens, late 20s now, but you only seem to get younger." Well, the thing is with me is it's like if only I didn't have like this balding hair, you know what I mean? I would look. I think I'm really lucky because I do see certain people that I went to school with and stuff like that, and they look so much older. And I don't feel like I look 34 years old in the face. I don't think so. I mean, I really don't know. I don't know how old I look. Maybe 27, maybe. I really don't know. 25, but it's like I really don't know. But I've been really lucky. And like I was worried too after I lost the weight that I might like get all kinds of lines in my face and all this kind of stuff, but I didn't. So I was really lucky. But thanks for watching though for so long and everything like that. I really appreciate that. Um, let's see here. Try and get through the last bit of questions here, the last 4 minutes. Um, did you watch Blossom and Head of the Class? I watched some Head of the Class, but I never watched Blossom. Have you ever seen Cinema Sickness on YouTube's movie collection? No, I have. I watch his videos. He's somebody too that I would love if I ever got to go to Pennsylvania again, to his area. I'd love to go and do like go to some of those flea markets that he goes to, and like film them. I'd love to do that. And I also would love to go and see the MVD studios who makes like the discs for Arrow Video and a lot of companies. I'd love to like do a tour of their factory and like film it and that stuff. That's like if I was allowed to, I would love that. Love to do that and like show like disc production and I don't know. I like that kind of stuff. Did you watch Mom and Dad Save the World and Carpool? I love both of those films. I have a text file with my movies, including digital. Um, do you think Rocky should get another film? I know they wanted to do another Creed film. I don't know. I never was the hugest fan of Rocky, but I would definitely I'm sure I'd look at it. But like I said, I never really followed the movies too much though. We love you, Sean. Thanks so much, the media store. The rental watching this now. Yeah, like I said, I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I know it's Dave Franco's like he directed it, so it looks really interesting though. Um, you're the 2000s Pee Wee Herman. Now I kind of am with like the clothes and wearing the same stuff. And someone says you look 19. Well, I appreciate that. Um, it helps though for like roles and stuff like that because it's kind of like I may be older, but I can play younger. Like I can still play like college for sure, like earlier college and stuff like that. Um, let's see. Do you remember Nickelodeon's movie Clock Stoppers? No, I do remember that one. I respect the baldness. So thank you. Have you seen Rupture in Blu-ray yet? I haven't seen it in Blu-ray yet. I have a DVD of that one though. If you come to Australia, we can go movie hunting in JB Hi-Fi. That's one place I would love to go to. I've heard about that place. 34-year-olds don't look old. Well, some 34-year-olds. I've seen some people that like you see them, you're like, oof, how are they that old looking? A lot of times too, if you smoke a lot too, sometimes you can get like more lines in your face and stuff like that. What's your favorite horror celebrity that you've met? Horror celebrity, probably like people like like who passed away, like Sid Haig. I used to love talking to him. Michael Berryman, Bill Moseley. Those are some of the people I always like to see at conventions. Ken Foray, he's somebody I've met so many different times. Um, what are your thoughts on Once Upon a Forest animated movie? I remember liking that one. It's another one I have not watched that one in forever. My sister got carded at the movies when she was in her late 30s, working at a Dollar General a few years ago. A coworker thought I was a teenager. I was 29. Oh, that's cool. You know, I used to have, I mean, like sometimes when there's a movie at Walmart, when you have to be 17 to buy it, they sometimes card me for that, which is kind of crazy. Um, let's see here. I think so. I'm only gonna be on here for another like 40 seconds. So let's see the last question here. Did you hear that Scream Factory is releasing the Friday the 13th films in October? Yeah, I pre-ordered that collection. I definitely cannot wait for that one. But anyway, though, guys, I was on here for about an hour and 15 minutes. And like I was saying, thanks so much, guys, for coming on. Also, be sure to, before you go, to check out the link below for Axe to Grind 2, the upcoming slasher film that I'm going to be acting in December. They have an Indiegogo going on right now, and you guys can pre-order the movie on DVD and Blu-ray. And like I said, it's really important too in the first 24 hours of the funding for the movie to get more people to look at it and share it around and all that kind of stuff. So definitely check out that link below. And also, I'll be on here on Sunday night as well, late. So thanks for guys who have come on. Thanks guys for watching and subscribing. And I'll see you guys later.